So, hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to have a summary on chapter 4 until 4.5. So, the chapter 4 titled The Network Access. Let's start. Let's review the chapters. In this chapter 4, sections and objectives, in 4.1, physical layer protocols, 4.2, network media, 4.3, data link layer protocols, in 4.4, media access control, and let's start in 4.1, which is physical layer protocols. Physical layer connection, the types of connections are before network communications can occur. A physical connection to a local network must be established. A physical connection can be a wired connection using a cable or wireless connection using radio waves. Network interface cards, which is NICS, connect a video to a network, use a wired connection. Wireless local area, which is WLAN, are used for wireless connections. The physical layer provides the means to transport the bits that make up a data link layer frame across the network media, accepts a complete frame from the data link layer, and encodes it as a series of signals that are transmitted into the local media. Encoded bits that comprise a frame are received by either an end device or an intermediate device. Physical layer media, we have the three basic forms of network media: the electrical signals, the light pulse, and the microwave signals. Electrical signals are the copper cable, the light pulse is the fiber optic cable, where the microwave signals are wireless. In these physical layer standards, we can see that there is application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, physical. The International Organization for Standard IOS, or we can say that ISO, the Telecommunication Industry Association, or TIE, or TIA, the International Telecommunication Union, which is ITU, the American National Standard Institute, which is ANSI, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, which is IEEE. So let's go to the next slide. Identifying network device and cabling. In this, we will fill the table with the device tag ID number, manufacturer, device model, type, hub, switch, and router. Functionality, wireless router, switch or combination. Functions, encoding, methods of converting a stream of data bits into a predefined code. Signaling method of representing the bits. Physical layer standard must define what type of signal. Long pulse might represent a whereas a short pulse represents bandwidth. In this, capacity of a medium to carry data. Digital bandwidth measures the amount of data that can flow from one place to another in a given amount of time. There is a bits per second, kilobits per second, megabits per second, gigabits per second, and terabits per second. Throughput. In this, measure of the transfer of bits across the media over a given period of time. Usually does not match the specified bandwidth in physical layer implementations due to many factors. Good put is a throughput minus traffic overhead for establishing sessions, acknowledgements, and encapsulation. There are the types of physical media: the gigabit Ethernet, management ports, SHDSL interface, fast Ethernet switch, and the USB type a connector. Network media, which is 4.2. There is a characteristics of copper media, which is attenuation, electromagnetic interface, crosstalk. Copper media, there are three main of copper media used in the networking: the unshielded twisted pair or UTP cable, the STP or weak and shielded twisted pair, and copper media safety. Copper media are susceptible to fire and electrical hazards. The separation of the data and electrical power cabling must comply with safety codes. Cables must be connected correctly. Proper of UTP cabling. The UTP connectors, which is the UTP cable determined with an RJ45 connector. TI standard describes the wire color codes to pin assignments for Ethernet cables. RJ45 connector is a male component crimped at the end of the cable. Socket is a female component of a network device, wall, cubicle partition, outlet, or patch panel. Essential that all copper media terminations be of high quality to ensure optimum performance with current and future network technologies. UTP testing parameters: wire map, cable length, signal loss due to attenuation, crosstalk, and the types of UTP cable. This is T568A and T568B. The cable type is Ethernet straight through, both ends T568A or both ends T568B. Application: connects a network host to a network device such as a switch or hub. There's Ethernet crossover and rollover. Building an Ethernet crossover cable. Properties of fiber optic cabling. This fiber optic cabling is now being used in 4 types of industry: enterprise networks, fiber to the home or FTTH, long haul networks, submarine cable networks. In this fiber media cable design, there's a jacket that protects the fiber against abrasion, moisture, and of contaminants. Compositions can vary depending on cable usage. Strengthening material surrounds the buffer, prevents the fiber cable from being stretched when it's being pulled. Often the same material used to produce bulletproof vest, buffer used to help shield the core, and cladding from dame. Tends to act like a mirror by reflecting light back in the core of the fiber. Keeps light in the core as it travels down the fiber. Core is a light transmission element at the center of the optional fiber. Core is a typical silica or glass light pulse thrust through the fiber cores. In the fiber optic connectors, there is a straight tip or ST connectors, subscriber connector or SC connectors, lucent connector, LC simplex connection, duplex, multi-mode LC connectors. In the fiber patch cord are required for interconnecting inter-circuit devices. Yellow jacket is for a single-mode fiber cables, orange for multi-mode fiber cables. Fiber cables should be protected with a small plastic cap when not in use. Testing fiber cables. This is the optical time domain reflectometer or OTDR can be used to test each fiber optic cable segment. There are 3 common types of fiber optic termination and splicing, and errors are misalignment, end gap, and finish. Properties of wireless media. Wireless areas of concern: coverage area, interference, security, and shared medium. The types of wireless media, which is Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and WiMAX. The wireless LAN. Wireless LAN requires the following network devices, which is the wireless access point or wireless NIC adapters. 4.3. The data link protocols. Layer 2, the data link addresses, data link sublayers, logical link control or LLC, the media access control, or which is MAC. Media access control: as the packet travels from the source host of the destination host, they travel over different physical networks, providing access to media, access a frame from medium, The frame re-encapsulates the packet into a new frame. Data link layer standards. 4.4 Media access control. Media access control is the equivalent traffic rules that regulate the entrance motor vehicles onto a roadway. Physical topology refers to the physical connections and identifies how end devices and infrastructure devices such as routers, switches, and wireless access points are interconnected. Logical topology refers to the way a network transfers frames from one node to the next. These logical signal paths are defined by data link layer protocols. Common physical one, which is point-to-point permanent link between two endpoints. Hub and spoke, a central site, interconnects branch sites using point-to-point links. Mesh provides high availability but requires that every end system be interconnected to every other system. Administrative and physical costs can be significant. In the physical and topologies, there is star, extended star, bast, and ring. While the half and full duplex, both devices can transmit and receive on the media but cannot do so simultaneously. Media access control methods. Nodes are operate in half duplex controlled access. Each node has its own time to use the medium. And contention-based access. Both devices will detect the condition of the network. There is CSMA or CA. Note that the Ethernet LANs using switches do not use a connection-based system because the switch and the IC operates full duplex mode. The frame. The structure of the frame and the fields contained in the header and trailer depend on the layer 3 protocol. Frame fields identifies the beginning and the end of limits of frame. So, we are done in chapter 4 in Cisco. Hope that you learn about this in this chapter. Thank you for watching, guys. See you on my next video. But before that, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you will be updated on my other videos that will be uploaded. Bye, guys!